Hey everyone, today we are making no-bake Oreo pie, Christmas edition. Here's an overview of our ingredients, so make sure you check the description box for specific details. So we are going to get started by scraping the cream out the cookies and put it into a separate bowl. I'm going to use about a row and a half, but feel free to use more or less. Once you scoop the cream out the cookie, place the cookies into a food processor to grind them up. Now that my processor is filled with cookies, I'm going to grind them up until they are almost a fine powder. If you don't want it this fine, feel free to stop once they get to small crumbles. Here's a look at how finely I crushed the Oreos. It's time to make the crust. I'm going to add 1/4 cup of butter to my cookie crumbs and give it a good stir until they're all mixed and moist, almost like a sandy texture. Start with less butter and then add until you reach your desired texture for the crust. Now pour your crust mixture into a pie pan and gently spread it around the edge. Once you're done molding your crust, wrap it in saran wrap and place it in the freezer until you're done with the filling. For our pie filling, we are going to use 1.5 blocks of room temperature cream cheese. However, if you have 2 full blocks, go ahead and use both. Alright, now go ahead and add in the red cream from the Oreos. Use a stand or hand mixer to blend your cream until it's smooth, so about 2 minutes. I have 1.5 cups of powdered sugar here, and I'm going to pour it in the 1/2 cup first. I find it easiest if I fold in the powdered sugar first so that it doesn't spray everywhere when you start to blend it. I'm going to mix this in for about a minute, then add in the full cup. Again, I'm going to fold it in first Then blend for another 2 minutes or so. If you find that this is not sweet enough for you, go ahead and add maybe a 1/4 cup of powdered sugar at a time until you reach your desired sweetness. Now this is done, set it to the side for a moment. Place some cookies into a ziplock bag and use a rolling pin to crumble them up a bit. Make sure you rotate the bag so that they don't get stuck to one side. Now pour the cookie crumbles into the cream and fold it in until the cookies are thoroughly distributed. Add in your Cool Whip until you reach your desired consistency. I start with about 1/4 of the tub at a time and generally use a little under half of the container. Gently fold in the Cool Whip. Stirring too much or too hard will cause it to not be light and airy anymore. Alright, I've taken my crust out the freezer and now I'm going to spread my filling inside of it. Since I have a few Oreos left, I'll put those on as toppings. The Oreo pie is now done, so cover it and chill for a few hours to let the filling set. I personally like to freeze my Oreo pie and I just slice it and take it out as I want to eat it. Thanks for watching and I'll see you all next week.